when you realize a UFC title shot at 170 pounds, that is saying something. Most people would argue this is as deep as any division in the UFC, and this man, undeniably the #1 contender as he makes the walk tonight.
He has separated himself from the pack. The only person left is the champion. He has done everything necessary to be viewed as a guy that could hold this championship belt. Now's his moment. He has got to lock in for 25 minutes because it's going to take all of that 25 to beat this great champion. Big spot for this young man tonight.
Well, and a lot of his UFC experience he believes is going to help him in this setting. He's been measured with his energy all week. Nerves do not appear to be an issue. We'll see if by night's end we have a new champion. All right, folks, here we go. All eyes are on the undisputed UFC welterweight champion. Future might be in the UFC Hall of Fame, but he certainly didn't want to hear that noise in the fighter meeting. He is focused on the present, and that is this significant challenge against the #1 contender tonight.
Yeah, he's not looking down the line. This is the guy that lives in the here and now. He told us the other day, John, that he has so many more defenses to put himself alongside the great welterweight champions, Kamaru Usman and George St. Pierre. He has got a real idea of where he wants to go, and he feels like tonight is just another step in the road to great.
And he's been inspired by all of those great welterweights that preceded him, Leon Edwards among them. Now it's his turn to shine on a big stage yet again. Islam Makhachev steps inside the octagon. He is ready to fight. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. Now for the official introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Ilia Topuria. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC welterweight champion of the world, Islam Makhachev.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
All right, round getting underway, and we take a look at the combat side.
Oh, man, he's hurt.
Oh! Huge kick to the head. Oh, big knee to the body.
He's hurt bad, man. That right hook is nasty.
Nifty little uppercut there by the wrestler. He told you in the fighter meeting he's got hands. Showed it to you there, man.
Well, he showed it. I mean, that's a tricky little uppercut there. Good job timing it. Not just defending like a wrestler by sprawling, but throwing that uppercut and showing him that there's going to be damage if you enter in the range.
Well, he's on his back, but he's landing.
He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Islam Makhachev. All right, well, he's got him softened up here. Makhachev's in half guard.
There it is. Now he's run him out.
Excellent ground and pound strikes here by Islam Makhachev. Nice positional control here.
Nice. He should be trying to get back to his feet.
Good work from the top here by Ilia Makhachev. Another ground and pound strike lands. Makhachev's looking for that arm triangle. Ooh, this could be it. That thing is tight.
That arm triangle is deep.
Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, but the submission defense wins this transition.
90 seconds now to go in the round. Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Topuria.
Great defense by the defensive fighter. He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently.
Makhachev's in half guard. Oh, big shots from the top. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through. Topuria ground and pound from half guard. He is making these shots count. Really maximizing his shots here on the ground. 5 minutes in the books.
All right, buddy. Sit down, relax, breathe, okay? You gotta suck it up this round. You're not tired. I want you to go out there and I want you to get this takedown.
All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
You ready to fight? You ready?
All right, let's get to round two. Well, block that punch. Well, I'm not sure if it's the fatigue, fear, if that's a factor at all, but his submission skills are so good.
Oh, he jumped guillotine right away.
That guillotine is tight.
He's got it. He's got it.
Ooh, sorry to catch up, but he got out.
What a great job attacking the lock, rolling to your back, giving up the mount. He chose a much worse position over giving up that submission.
All right, feet on the hips here. All right, so we can't get it here. Again, good awareness by the defensive fighter. Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Ilia Makhachev. Lands the ground and pound strike. Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard.
He's having his way with him here. Side control now. All right, he's got him in the north-south position now, DC. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this.
Yes, they have to be mature about the fact that this is a real fighting position, and the guy on top has a lot of opportunities to finish. If he's going to attack this north-south choke, he's got to drive that shoulder deep into his neck, really start to sink his weight away, which will in turn cut the oxygen from his opponent, allowing him to get the finish. All these actions, though, these big actions, got to wear on the gas tank of both guys.
Trying for a submission here. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in.
How in the world did he escape that submission?
Continues to apply pressure here in half guard. Topuria's got him in a crucifix now, gonna go to work from the top.
Big ground and pound.
.30 seconds to go. Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. Back to his feet. All right, different round, but same approach out of the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighter. I'm not sure if there was an injury, but his ground game is so strong, he hasn't made any effort to take the fight there.
I don't understand when you possess that skill, when you're so good on the ground, he's so strong in positions, he does such a great job of finding submissions. I don't know why he wouldn't spin the vast majority of the fight there. Tonight he is fighting a very confusing style of fight, and I just don't get it.
All right, we now take a look back at some of the highlights from that last round, DC. A lot for the replay guys to choose from.
I mean, these guys are going to be very busy trying to find what replay to show you guys. Lands on both sides of the octagon. Both guys fought great. What a phenomenal round.
Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. Topuria gets caught by that straight punch. That'll get his attention.
He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks.
And now leather being thrown on both sides. Oh, side kick, well done. Place shot there, DC. He is officially rocked.
A big, massive hook that really has put his opponent on skates.
Oh, and he's out.
This is where he wants to do. He needs to
Fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage.
Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Ilia Topuria. All right, north-south position now, DC. We'll see how he chooses to advance from here. Just over 3 minutes to go in round 3. Makhachev's right back to the full mount.
He's got to be careful here.
I need more from the top.
Nice shot there by the champ.
Oh, nice movement to avoid that strike coming down.
That was a slick transition.
Ground and pound, the hammer. Mark Coleman would be proud. And there it is, another strike gets through on the ground. Oh, another heavy shot gets through. All right, full guard here. Bottom fighter likes it. Top fighter figures to want to try to pass.
Yes, he definitely wants to pass, or he wants to get posture to land ground and pound.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Ilia Makhachev. All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. Not there yet, but might get the submission here shortly. Makhachev's back in half guard.
Side control.
Oh, and there it is. Was only a matter of time. That ground strike has cut him open.
Nice transition.
Makhachev ground and pound from half guard now. Let's see if he can do some damage. All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
All right, 3 rounds down, potentially 2 more to go. We are headed to the championship rounds.
Relax, you're fine.
All right, so the round is over. You see, obviously, the fighter has a cut on his cheek sustained in that round, but better to be below the eye than above it. The cut man is in there trying to close it up. All right, let's now look back at some of the action from that round. He went headhunting, landed, nearly got the finish, too.
A lot of coaches tell you don't headhunt. In this case, he's been headhunting, and he landed a big enough shot to truly put his opponent on notice.
You ready to fight? Ready.
We have arrived at the 4th round fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go with our 4th round of a possible 5, and a lot of fighters change up their training camp when they're fighting 5 rounds versus 3.
Yeah, you got to change it up. You have to mix things up because fighting for an extra 10 minutes is not normal. Guys don't do this normally. It's a 15-minute fight, so you have to do things physically and also mentally to make sure that you're ready to go that extra 10 minutes.
Trying to do damage now with the kick. That's a miss. So you got to question the fight IQ at some point. He's got an outstanding offensive takedown game. His ground and pound strikes are vicious, yet hasn't done any of that.
He's listened to the stories, John. He's listened to the stories. He's allowed for this guy to be bigger and better.
Great timing on that double leg.
In the half guard.
Really using his physicality to his advantage now.
He lifted up the neck and snuck his arm underneath to try to get a choke.
Under 3 minutes to go in round 4.
Now he's got a good body position, yup.
Nicely done. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Topuria. Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut has opened up.
Topuria's back in half guard. Oh, the ground and pound is there. Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure. All right, has the guard closed here.
Nice defense.
Great work here from the bottom fighter. Gonna try to take his opponents back here, and he does. 1 minute to go in the round. And busy as he looks to improve position here. Every strike he lands, that cut gets worse.
Yeah, it's getting worse, and he needed to address it a little bit sooner because now that damage is starting to pile up. Now he's going full mount.
Final seconds of the round. Down, potentially 5 to go.
All right. Deep breath. Listen, you are destroying him. Let's stay in control of this fight, and let's keep with what's working. Go out there.
All right, well, the crowd enjoyed those 5 minutes. DC, take us through some of the highlights from that previous.
Face punching at its best. He loaded it up, he threw it straight, he threw it long, and over, that punch found the target. It allowed him to really dictate the pace of that round.
You ready to fight? Ready. Let's do it.
We have arrived at this 5th and final round. Just touching him with the jab. Topuria's had a huge strike right there. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job. Changing the position.
Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Ilia Topuria. Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll.
Oh, nice headlock.
Oh, he might be in trouble. That looks locked in.
He's advanced to a finishing position.
Oh, he got out.
He cleared his leg, got back to his back, and created some space between him and his opponent to stay out of that dark choke.
Just over 3 minutes now to go in the fight.
This is a terrible position. Big right hook there by the champ.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start. Du musst dich befreien.
Tighter.
1 minute to go. Oh, great job by him there to reverse things and get the dominant position. Motioning for his opponent to stand back up here. Well, now you see some visible damage on the side underneath the elbow. He told us he was going to invest in the body, and he hasn't missed a whole lot tonight.
You didn't expect him to do it this effectively. He's done a fantastic job of following the game plan.
Straight punches we've seen all night.
Huge straight punch lands, and he's got him hurt very bad.
All right, so an epic 25-minute championship fight here tonight, and it seems like the incumbent has done enough to retain his title.
They say every time you're fighting, when you're the champion, you get the biggest, baddest guy in the entire world. So, of course, it's going to be close. But I believe the champ did just enough to retain his title.
Official decision now in. The buff has it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 49-46, 49-45, and 49-46. For the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Ilia Makhachev.
All right, so he needed the full 25 minutes to get the job done here tonight, but he does exit the way he entered. As the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, this was a title fight that really had it all. And again, we've said it before, we will say it again. It is going to take a